Joseph Appelt for the defense.
And are you Ms. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review with your client?
I have, yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Hernandez, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Mm.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State proceeding as presented?
Yes, sir.
All right, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with possession of marijuana, 4 to 5 pounds as a state jail felony. I'm sorry, 5 pounds or less than 4 ounces. As a state jail felony, the range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, I do not have to follow your plea. If I don't and give you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
You believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe so.
Ms. Hernandez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? I'm sorry?
Has anybody promised you anything or promised to pay you anything in order to take this plea or just the plea bargain itself that you've been dealing with?
No.
Nothing over and above the plea bargain agreement.
All right. Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, $600 fine probated. State recommends deferred adjudication. $120 to the Bexar County Crime Lab for testing. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes.
State defense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand
Yes.
any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Brandon Meza, M-E-Z-A, DOEP course, random UAs, no possession of firearms or ammunitions. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? I'm sorry, what?
It's either, well, guilty, not guilty, or no contest. You recall what we were discussing earlier? About if you plead guilty, then she'll find guilty. Plead not guilty, then we have the trial. During the plea, if you plead no contest, you're telling the court that you think it's the best way to resolve the matter. She can still find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. It's just plead no contest at that time.
No problem.
Okay.
All right, do you understand what a no contest plea? The benefit of it is if you successfully complete everything, this will show up on your record as having been dismissed, but it will be on your record.
Mhm.
If you enter a guilty plea and you're not seeking deferred, I'm sorry, with a no, strike everything that I've said before. Thank you. With a no contest plea only means this. You're not saying you're guilty. You're not saying you're not guilty. You're just not fighting the charges against you. Usually with no contest pleas, the reason why people will enter that is because they think there may be a civil issue that may be arise or some sort of collateral consequences. For example, if this were a DWI case and you injured somebody and you pled no contest and they want to file a civil suit against you. They would have to go to the civil court and they would have to prove the causation and then prove how much money you would owe them. If you were to end up in that same scenario pleading guilty, they would just take your guilty plea over there and the only issue is how much money you're going to pay. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so you're pleading no contest?
Yes.
Okay. And then back to what I was saying, with the deferred adjudication, if you successfully complete everything, it's still going to show up on your record, but it's going to show up that you were on probation for this, you successfully completed it, and it was dismissed. Do you understand all those things?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
All right, you're 18. So sometimes I talk very fast. This is what I need you to do for me. If you don't understand what I'm saying, if you don't understand what your attorney is saying or what the state is saying, you have to let us know because we're assuming you understand. Okay?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So far, is there anything that you have not understood or you need me to explain?
No.
Okay. Then you're pleading no contest?
Yes.
All right. State any evidence to support her plea?
Yes, Judge. State offers States Exhibit 1 and all attached.
We have no objection, Your Honor.
All right. So these are stipulations. It contains the police report, everything that's supposed to prove that you committed this offense. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. So the state, normally, if we were having a jury trial, they would have to call witnesses. They would have to call the chemist to say, yes, this is marijuana. They would have to call officers to say that you had the marijuana. They're not going to do that today because you've entered into this plea bargain agreement. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. So basically what I'm saying is you understand this and you're agreeing that everything in this, if these people were to come to testify, this is what they will say. You understand?
Yes.
All right. The court will review the same and accept it into evidence. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Anything you would say on behalf of your client?
If I may, Your Honor,
Yes.
she did just turn 18. She was 17 at the time of the offense. To put it lightly, Mr. Meza was a bad influence and she made bad decisions in this state. She wants the court to know that once she's granted deferred, she hopes she granted deferred and follow the plea bargain, that she'll be residing with her mother. Has a good support system there. Her mother does live in Kyle, which is in Hayes County, so she would be asking to transfer to Hayes County. She actually has a GED. She left high school early, but got the GED early. As you can tell, she's just now turned 18, and many don't even graduate high school until they're 18. But she was also working gainfully employed at Chicken Express and then Wendy's. So she wants to get back on track, and she feels that this is the first step to do so.
All right. What was Brandon's Mesa's relationship to you?
My boyfriend.
All right. And the home that y'all were staying about at Hernandez, is that your grandmother?
That's his.
His grandmother.
Yes.
So did your mom put you out? Is that the reason why you were living here?
No.
So you just told your mom, I want to go live with my boyfriend.
No, I didn't tell her nothing.
So, oh, you just left?
Yes, ma'am.
Left with no place to stay, just depending on somebody allowing you to stay.
Yes.
So what, did you all spend all day in his room, or I should say in his grandmother's room, because that's her home, not his, smoking all day?
Mm.
Well, there were a lot of drugs found in there. I think they said large amount of cash, drugs, and a firearm. So what were you all doing? I can't hear you.
Nothing.
See, people always do this shyness thing. But then when they're at the grandmother's house, living with a boyfriend in the grandmother's house with drugs, cash, and firearms, and you screaming at this other person for calling the police, getting upset with them. And then I guess you put your hand through a window, because how dare he call the police just because his brother tried to stab him or something? Like, how dare he call the police, Attorney Appel, just because his brother was trying to stab him? She just has no idea what's going on. Do you have any children?
No.
Thank goodness. You don't need that right now. You need to get your life together. All right, the court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. We can do a transfer to Cal, Texas. You say that's Hayes County?
That is my understanding, yes, Your Honor.
Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Who else stays in that house other than your mom? Any minors in that household?
No.
All right, no residing in households with minors. No contact with Brandon Mesa. TAP evaluation in custody. Follow recommendations. We can do a referral to felony drug court just to see what they say. That will be in custody. 200 hours community service restitution. I'm going to order the cognitive thinking course. Once that's completed, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. And then 100 hours will be deducted if she enrolls in some higher level education or a trade school certification is obtained. There's to be no possession of firearms or ammunition. $600 fine, probated. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice if Hayes County is able to conduct field visits. $120 to the Bear County Crime Lab for testing. Probation, anything else? Thank you. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. When's the last time you used marijuana?
Since the last time I got charged with it.
All right, regular UAs, make sure they test for levels if she's positive for marijuana. Probation, anything else?
Judge, my only concern is that felony drug court referral is for transfer. They won't,
All right, let's not do that then.
nothing else.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Mhm.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, you better start making better choices in your life. Otherwise, this whole thing coming before a judge and whispering